Welcome to the Great Basin Fire Potential Briefing for Tuesday, September 10th. We will have much cooler temperatures along with continued showers and thunderstorms over the next couple of days across the Great Basin. Temperatures will be 10 to 15 degrees below normal across the northern two-thirds of the region, with still breezy winds and low relative humidity over southern areas. We will see gradually warming temperatures and decreasing winds and showers as we move into Thursday and Friday. Looking at the last 24 hours, we've seen scattered thunderstorms over parts of Utah, up into Idaho, northeast Nevada, and Wyoming. These thunderstorms produced anywhere from a few hundredths of an inch of precipitation to over a quarter of an inch. However, relative humidity has been much higher in all of these areas, along with the cool temperatures. Looking at our Great Basin fire activity, yesterday we saw light initial attack, but we still do have a few large fires across parts of Utah and also over far western Nevada. Over the last 2 weeks, we've seen precipitation mainly tied to thunderstorm activity and mainly over the northern half of the Great Basin. In some of these areas, precipitation has been above normal for the time of year into Idaho and northern Nevada. However, very dry conditions still continue over southern areas of the Great Basin, with many areas not seeing any precipitation over the last 2 to 3 weeks. Looking at our current ERCs, they have trended downward in most areas with the exception of far southern Utah and the Arizona Strip, where ERCs are still above the 80th percentile. Further north, however, all ERCs have dropped below the 50th percentile across much of the Great Basin. Looking at our fuel charts, in the north and over the northern half to two-thirds of the Great Basin where ERCs have come down, you can see the rapid decrease to well below normal for the time of year due to the precipitation we've seen and the cooler temperatures. However, still over southern Utah into the Arizona Strip, ERCs are at record levels. 10-hour fuel moisture has also decreased over the southern half of the Great Basin due to those drier conditions, but remains high over the northern half of the area, again due to the precipitation and cool weather. Looking at our satellite image from this morning, you can see the trough of low pressure moving into the western side of the Great Basin, so out ahead of this low is where we're seeing those showers and thunderstorms today, along with those gusty winds. We will continue to see the weather move across the Great Basin today and tomorrow before exiting into the Rockies. As we look at the weather pattern for later this afternoon, again you can see that trough with the moisture mainly over the northern half to two-thirds of the area. We will see scattered thunderstorms again across much of Utah, into Idaho, Wyoming, and far northern or northeast Nevada, with those dry and breezy winds over far southern areas of the Great Basin. So we do have some high risk for gusty winds and low relative humidity, again over far southern Utah, the Arizona Strip, into far southern Nevada. However, the winds will continue to be strong further north, but with the weather, relative humidity will move much higher, along with showers and thunderstorms and cooler temperatures. So looking at the relative humidity again for today, the lowest conditions are over far southern Utah into southern Nevada. And again, this is where it lines up with the gusty winds for the high risk. But again, further north, over much of Utah into eastern Nevada, we will see those wind gusts between 30 and 35 miles per hour, but with higher humidity. As we move into Wednesday, this trough of low pressure continues to move eastward, pushing the stronger winds over much of the Rockies. However, still over southeast Utah, we still will see breezy winds, but we have no high risk issued for Wednesday. We will continue to see showers and thunderstorms over much of Wyoming into Idaho and northern Utah as well. So generally low fire potential in those areas. Relative humidity will remain quite high over the northern half of the region and above 30 or 40%, but still remain dry over southern areas, and again still those breezy winds over parts of southern and southeast Utah. As we move into Thursday, high pressure over the southern areas starts to build further north, so we will see gradually warming temperatures after 2 of the coldest days of the week, today and tomorrow, with temperatures 10 to 15 degrees below normal. Temperatures will start gradually increasing again on Thursday. Also, dry weather will move in region-wide along with lighter winds, so generally low fire potential. Looking at the relative humidity, you can see relative humidity starting to drop over much of Nevada into parts of central Utah and remaining low in the south. And then also winds significantly decrease with those stronger winds well off to the east. The 3-day amounts of precipitation are indicated here. We will continue to see those showers and thunderstorms for the next 2 days, bringing additional precipitation to much of Utah, with the exception of the far south, and also Idaho, Wyoming, and northeast Nevada. The heaviest amounts of precipitation will be in the higher terrain of the central and northern mountains of Utah, along with the Uinta Mountains and up into Wyoming. As we move into Friday, we'll continue with those drier and warmer conditions with maybe some breezy winds up across Idaho, but generally low fire potential. And low fire potential will continue on Saturday. However, we have a much stronger area of low pressure off the northwest coast, which will start dropping south. This may increase winds over the northern third of the Great Basin on Saturday, But again, this is areas that have seen much cooler temperatures and significant precipitation recently, so it won't really increase fire potential. However, as we move into Sunday, this trough of low pressure drops further south, and we will see winds increase over much of Nevada and into western Utah and also Idaho. So we may have some concerns over parts of Nevada that are on the drier side as winds increase on Sunday after some warmer temperatures later this week. Otherwise, by Monday, that trough digs deeper to the south and impacts much of the Great Basin. We will see those stronger winds increase and spread eastward across much of the area. We will also see a return of showers and thunderstorms and much cooler temperatures to Idaho and to western Nevada by early next week, and this will spread across the Great Basin as we go through next week. This system looks stronger than the last one, so temperatures should be quite a bit cooler than what we've seen even this week. So generally low fire potential, but we will be watching those areas of stronger winds and where the conditions have been drier over southern areas of the Great Basin as we get into Sunday, Monday. Precipitation, not much different on the 7-day total amount from the 3-day. We will see additional precipitation as that next area of low pressure moves in by early next week. However, most of this precipitation is over the next few days. The 8 to 14-day outlook takes us into the 3rd week of September, from September 17th through the 23rd, showing generally near normal temperatures across the Great Basin and a little bit more wet weather, again, over the northern half of the region, and this is just with those areas of low pressure dropping south, pushing cold fronts through the Great Basin. So we will see also periods of cooler temperatures during this time. That concludes our webcast for today. Check back tomorrow for the latest updates.